Vajrasana. This is one of the meditative postures. This is also easiest asana. A lot of people find it, very easy. It is so comfortable actually, especially to the spine, lower spine. In all other meditative postures, slightly it will be, uncomfortable. You feel slightly discomfort at the lower spine. But when you sit in Vajrasana, especially the spine part will be so comfortable. You feel so relaxed. It is easier, than Sukhasana actually. When you even sit in Sukhasana, the lower spine will be like this, slightly. It will be bending, forward. But when you sit in Vajrasana, it will be straight automatically. If you have any, problem in any other meditative postures, you can practice this. So when you are starting yoga, if you are new to yoga, if you are planning to start yoga, try to learn one meditative postures. That is the base foundation for yoga. Okay, for asanas, pranayama, meditation and all, you need to learn one yoga asana, meditative posture. Okay, start with that. Then you can learn any other asanas. So to go to higher levels, to get into meditation, that's the first step. Even to do pranayama, you need to have one proper asana. Asana meaning its base foundation from which you are building, something. Isn't it? If the base itself, the foundation itself is not proper, you cannot build, right? So that is why we call it asana. It has multiple meanings. This is one of the meanings. You're building something on the basement, foundation. The base is the asana, meditative posture. So now we'll learn how to do Vajrasana. Firstly, if you're new, if you have a lot of stiffness, you might find it a little difficult. But a lot of people can do it, on first try itself, first day itself. So now let's see how to sit. Okay, from here, just keep your legs straight. Fold one leg like this. Keep it here, and then you need to sit on this like this. Okay, sit on this leg, and then fold the other leg, and then sit like this. Okay, this is how you should sit. And then I'll show the same from side angle also. So first fold and then keep it like this. Lift your body and then sit on this leg. And then the other leg. So this is how it looks from side angle. Same thing, but I'll show you from the, back side also. You should not sit on the toes, okay? I'll show you, then you can understand. See, after sitting, these toes, they should touch. Don't keep it like this. Okay? So some people will keep the toes or foot, the feet, the another one. Don't keep it like that. Okay, after sitting like this, what to do? You need to keep your hands like this. Okay, you need to keep the hands like this. When you're doing any pranayama, when you want to use hand, you can use right hand. The left hand will remain here only. Okay. If you want, you can do other mudras also. But this is the ideal one. If you want to do any other mudra, you can do this way. Okay. And then when you sit in Vajrasana, as I always say, there should be no stiffness in the joints, spine, shoulder, elbow, wrist, all the fingers, joints and muscles, everything they have to be free and relaxed. You don't have to keep the hands like this. Just place the hands on your thighs, and then there should be, you should feel relaxed. It's not like holding like this. Don't hold, don't control, no stiffness. Let the body be free. You focus on breathing if you're doing pranayama. If you're not doing pranayama, if you're doing meditation, let the body be free. You just close your eyes and try to connect to yourself, try to be aware. If you keep the body stiff, tight, it's not a proper way actually. Don't do that. So as I said, keep your palms, hands like this. If you're doing any pranayama, you can do it along with any mudra or without mudra. Always use right hand. So as I always say, every asana will bring you a lot of physical benefits. The pranayama itself, to do pranayama, this is a base. Once you are able to sit in one asana for some time, 10-15 minutes, then you'll be able to do pranayama properly. Then you will be getting benefits. The body, is it? Like, the spine, neck, head should be in one line when you sit in one asana. You should feel comfortable. The asana should be stable. You should be stable in any asana for 10-15 minutes. Start with 10-15 minutes, or if you're a beginner, as I said, start with few seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Slowly increase the duration. If you don't get the balance, it is simply, example, if you don't build the foundation properly, you cannot build the walls, you cannot build the house, right? Asana is that important. If you want to reach higher levels, pranayama, meditation, and then spiritual level, for those who are in spirituality, for them also it's very important. So that's the reason daily, if you start yoga today, if you are new, if you are planning to start, practice this asana regularly. Initially, everything will be difficult, but if you do it, continuously, practice makes man perfect. The pain will not be there, the stiffness will not be there. In fact, you will start enjoying the asana. Initially, it looks like painful, but after practicing, after getting the asana, you can feel the comfort, you can experience the benefits. So you can do pranayama like this, or you can do meditation in Bhairavi mudra, any mudra, chin mudra, whichever mudra you want. But make sure that once you sit in yoga, this meditative posture, don't keep moving like this. Don't keep doing this way. Once you sit in asana, once you place your palms on the thighs, you should be in that pose for 10-15 minutes. Unless, if you are using the hand to close your nostrils, that is fine. Except that, the spine, the legs should not never move. When you're doing pranayama, use your right hand. When you're doing kumbhakas, you can just bend your neck, head, that's it. The spine should never bend. Legs should never move. So practice this. As I said, this is the easiest asana compared to any other meditative postures. As I said, the spine, especially lower spine, there is no tension at all. In all other meditative postures, you can slightly feel the tension at the lower spine. That's why people feel, back pain while doing it. But that is not a problem. Once you relax, that will go off. That will go instantly, immediately. But in this, nobody faces, the stiffness, the pain at the lower spine. So practice this asana regularly to stay away from diseases, to get into higher levels.